Alright. Hey everybody. We're about to watch a video called Do All Men Think the Same? It's by Jubilee, and we all know how fantastic those Jubilee videos are. So let's get into it.
On this episode of Spectrum, we wanted to explore the
I don't care. Don't care.
conversation about
Don't care. Still don't care.
the art.
Okay, so basically, if they go to the right, it means they agree. If they go to the left, it means they disagree with the question. And they're going to ask them, they're going to give them statements or questions, and they have to determine how they align with the question. So, for example, I believe sports are more masculine than art. If they agree that sports are more masculine than art, they would go over here. If they disagree, they would go over here, and then they're just going to explain their position. By the way, I believe sports are more masculine than the arts. I mean, I think it depends. More masculine. I mean, yeah. I would say more masculine than the arts, but arts can also be masculine. Like, no one's saying artists are not men. I guess I don't know.
2, 1, 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
What's happening?
It was natural.
I feel like people went far to the left just to seem like deep. Like, oh look, like I'm accepting. Like, dude, I'm sorry. An average artist versus like an average professional athlete, the professional athlete's probably going to be more masculine. Like, I mean, let's just be real here.
Oh my God. Well, now I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm just
really
How
curious.
am I disagreeing with the professional NFL player on sports?
Because some of the most quote-unquote manly men in my life are musicians, actors, people that I relied on as an image.
Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh my god, I was thinking of an artist like a painter. I'm so dumb. Artists can be like rappers and writers. Okay, dude, I was literally thinking of a dude with like a palette, just like taking colors and painting on a canvas. I'm so dumb. All right, I would stay near the middle then, because I think they're about even.
Masculinity. So to say that the arts are less masculine than sports, for me, doesn't make sense.
My mom's a cheerleading coach. I think cheerleading is a sport. I argue with her. I'll never let her know I think
Cheerleading is definitely a sport. That is some hard shit. Swear to God, I've seen like on ESPN, like they have the national cheerleading competition. The shit those girls do, just impossible. Like my body would fucking explode.
sport because I think it's fun to argue with it. But like, there's a certain amount of masculinity, like to do all those, right, to do the backflips and like to push the girls up in the air. So I feel like there is more masculinity that's
top 5 hardest sport for sure, cheerleading and gymnastics. I was talking to my mom about this the other day. Gymnastics has to be the hardest sport. They do some fucking unbelievable shit. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings the other day. I went to watch a basketball game. I ended up literally, me and my friend Kevin were just watching the gymnastics because it was so unbelievable what was on the screen. Like they just doing triple backflips and like just unreasonable shit that my body would break if I attempted. Let's get back to the video. I'm sorry, guys.
strive to just sports like than there is to more of the arts. That's why I somewhat agree.
If you put blood, sweat, and tears into something, that's kind of what creates your character. Losing, getting knocked down, getting back up. I mean, learning those kind of principles at such a young age, I think that's kind of what helps create a sense of strength that kind of helps carry you into a certain sense of masculinity and manhood as you get older.
So I'm an actor. One of my recent roles was Donkey in Shrek the Musical.
Are we counting actors as artists? Is that? I guess it's an art. I'll allow it.
There was blood, there was
Yeah.
god-awful sweat. Because the costume.
And then the
Oh
crowd.
my god, when they do like musicals and shit, like he did Shrek the Musical, it's so hot there. Feels like they have the fucking stage lights beaming down on you. Oh my god, no, low key, you have to be an athlete to do that, because it's like some tough conditions. I swear to God.
There was crying. There was crying.
Talking about the physical aspect, and I really agree that there's physical in arts and in sports, but then there's that mental aspect. You talked about like failure, getting back up. Like even before you got that donkey role, how many people had to get the audition for that role?
Definitely the arts can be right up with their sports.
Sports
I agree.
are an art too. So.
There you go.
Sports are an art. I would agree.
One of the major things
What?
that has impacted me would be
What the fuck just happened? Why am I? This isn't a commercial. It's part of the video. What?
my father and how he.
Dude, I'm not watching this. I don't give a shit. Oh, I missed a question.
Go.
I missed a question.
It's part of being
Locker room talk is part of being a man. Locker room talk, as in like talking in a locker room. Are they talking about like, dude? Are they talking about like when men like just say bullshit in the locker room like about women and shit? I don't know. Like I've never done it, but like I don't have a problem with it. Like, dude, it's just people are just joking around, but it depends on what the locker room talk is. Like if you're saying like some wild ass shit, I'm gonna say something. But like I've been in sports locker rooms before, and I've never heard any like outrageous shit. So maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know.
a man. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'll start it off because I spent a lot of
Kind
time
of
in
a
locker
pro
room.
football player.
You know, this phrase "locker room talk" has taken on a life of itself. Obviously, in the past years,
Sorry,
it's been a hot button
I was texting. Sorry.
issue, and it has changed since I was a 6-year-old and I said my first swear word, and my mom and dad said, "Kyle, that's locker room talk."
But I also think about locker room talk as like sexual in nature too. Someone is gonna say it to you.
Part
Someone's
of
gonna
being a
initiate.
man. Like I disagree because like I don't do locker room talk. I think I identify as a man, so maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. I feel these questions are terrible.
Room talk.
I mean, I think growing up, playing sports and all that, I think it has found its own way with this new locker room talk as of 2016. And I think that's kind of switched to this weird sexual harassment.
I think by the nature of the question, though, them asking us this, it is the people that are crossing that line that we're talking about. Is that part of it? Belittling women, not even if you're belittling women, but you're objectifying them.
But you can have locker room talk that does not involve objectifying women. Like I don't know. I don't see. Locker room talk is not as big of a thing as these people think it is. Like, dude, that shit does not actually happen all the time. Most of the time in a locker room, people are just getting fucking changed and minding their business.
You're being cruel, but you're like, come on, I'm just joking around. It's a locker room. No, man, that's not what makes you a man. That's not something that should be part of that.
I agree.
I think men's main role in this situation is stepping forward, setting boundaries, and still having fun within the framework of those boundaries and respecting one another.
I
As a
agree.
black man, I looked at it as like barbershop talk,
Yeah.
more so, and I just feel like
Oh,
it's just
okay. Barbershop talk. I mean, yeah, barbershop talk is a real thing. Like, motherfuckers are in there just wilding out. But, like, I feel like a barbershop for a lot of men is like it's like a safe haven where, like, nothing you say leaves these walls and, like, you can just talk, be yourself. And, like, I feel like men need something like that. Like, women have the salon where they get to go and, like, gossip and talk about dudes and their hairdresser. Like, they get to go and do that. We go to the barbershop and we fucking do the same thing. It's like, who cares? Like, no harm.
safe space for men to be able to get those ideas out. So like
Yeah.
if it's something that's like you find extremely offensive and in the confines of that safe space, I could say it, you could say, hey, this is why I think it's offensive. And I could say, oh, I never thought about it like that without having to take that out into the world. Realistically, out in the world, I don't think men have the, opportunity to express feelings and things like that like they can in the locker room. Like I'm sure there's locker rooms where you've cried, where you were able to have other men confront you and say, okay, so it's okay to cry.
What,
This is-
this dude's like a professional NFL player, so he should really be the only person here whose opinion matters, because like everyone else probably had like a high school locker room. This dude's been doing this shit forever, so I mean, I'm more interested to hear what he says.
To make fun of you are the same guys who
Yeah, same way. Yeah.
And that's
So
what's
it's that
important.
safe space. There are a lot of men out there that can operate rationally.
Okay.
Not everything is like
I'm
about
not watching this.
men.
Men should be the
Men should be the head of the household. I don't agree, or actually, I guess I technically disagree. No, I don't agree or disagree because, dude, who cares? I think whoever's bringing the fucking money home and the person who is maintaining the house should be co-heads of the household. That's it. You guys are both. Oh my god, I almost knocked my fucking beer over. You guys are both important pieces. You couldn't do it without each other because, okay, so say you have some kids. Person one goes to work for 8 hours a day. They come back, the house is on fucking fire, and the kids are like putting each other in the oven, and I don't know, like fucking the dog is 3 cities away. You can't do that. But now, if nobody's working, not going to work either. So the head of the household, what they mean by the head of the household is like who gets to make the decisions. And I feel like it should be, as long as both people have a role, they should both be co-heads of the household. Now, if one person's just a lazy piece of shit, nah, man, you don't get to fucking decide. But that's just my thoughts on it. Let's hear what these fine gentlemen have to say.
household. 3, 2, 1, go.
My grandpa was a colonel in the Vietnam War fighting for the country of Laos. And if anyone needed a tank, they would talk to him. Anyone needed anything, he
What the fuck does that have to do with the question? Should men be the head of the household? Like, hey, my grandpa, if you go to Laos, ask my grandpa for a tank. Like, dude, what are you talking about?
the head logistics commander. And then my dad, he was like the head of a gang. So he kind of demanded respect and became the head of everything. And in turn, both of them were heads of our household. I feel like I have to be able to be the head of the household and have people rely on me when needed.
I just feel like when it comes,
It sounds like he has like a superiority complex. Like he literally said like he needs to feel in charge. Like, dude, who cares? Dude, if I could find a woman, oh my God, if I could find a woman that makes more money than me, oh, she could easily be the head of the household. I'll be the best stay-at-home husband, I swear to God.
time for deference, most of the time women prefer to defer to men leadership. And my dad was a primary breadwinner, and then my dad got laid off. Automatically, my mom became the breadwinner. And they just switched those roles, but like when it came time for decisions and stuff like that, she still deferred to him most of the time. And it's like we didn't miss a beat as a family. And I feel like that's what she wanted. I feel like that's what most men, or most women want from their men. It's better for the men to be in that position. I don't feel like a woman can't be in that position.
Yeah, I'm going to build on what you're talking
Okay.
about, CJ, because I feel like each one of us has a unique set of circumstances. And in your case, your dad was really smart in terms of his, decisions. That's why your mom probably relied on him for that
I
stuff.
feel like either gender, male or female, can be adequate at being the head of the household. There's no advantage. I believe like men and women are different, and they bring different things to the table, but they're equally important. So I mean, you do need a strong female role model and a strong male role model. You don't need them, but everyone's for the better for it, I believe.
And that's not to take anything away from her. But I'm over here on the disagree side because the question was, should a man be the head of the household? Verbatim, correct? Yep. Now, my response to that is no. There is no rules for who's the head of the household.
Yeah.
So I disagree with the comment. I think men can be, but it's 2020. And if I were to tell you that I'm
2021.
head of my household, I'd be lying to you.
I think there's a leader within each one of us. I don't think it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. His house, like, dude, my mom is the leader of my fucking household growing up. She's gonna watch this video and text me and start talking shit, but yeah, my mom's my number one fan, by the way. Sees my videos almost instantly. I'm cooler than you. My mom's better than yours. But like, my mom was the head of my household, and I mean, I'm not too fucked up. I mean, look at me now. Maybe not.
Do with
Maybe it should be men.
a man or a woman.
Just kidding.
My household, there are times that my wife leads, there's times I lead. We
Yep.
talk about leading up, leading down.
There is
We let
no-
our
no
daughter
leader.
lead sometimes. My role as a man and a father in my daughter's life.
I don't care about this either.
Always
Still don't care.
really what my
Dude, I don't care.
I have discussed skincare.
Okay, this is a fucking advertisement. I've discussed skincare with other men, and it's by Gillette. Yeah, we're gonna skip this one. Who gives a fuck? Dude, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about skincare with you guys. My bad. I meet my father's expectations for what it means to be a man. Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. I mean, I'm not a pussy. And I have a job. Yeah, I mean, are we saying like generic father, like just what a average father would be, or specifically? Because I don't know if I've ever sat down with my dad and been like, "Hey, Dad, can you make a checklist for me so I know that I'm a man?" Like, I don't know, but I feel like dads just, they want you to take care of your family, get a job, and stand up for yourself. So I'd say I meet those.
3, 2, 1, go.
Well, this dude's dad was like a fucking war general or some shit. Like, I don't even know. Like, this dude, you should be in Laos with your fucking tank grandpa. You need to, I don't know what, you need to keep walking, man. Your dad's fucked.
I'm gonna sulk myself over here now, guys. Never made it. This is a high bar. I am constantly still striving, but my father has different standards than me, and I'm proud of who I am, but there's a small part of me that's just like, I wish I could hit that bar, but it's also part of me that's like, there are some parts of that bar that...
Dude, that's sad. That's deep, though. He's like, fuck. I don't meet my dad's expectations, and he doesn't think I'm a man. Dude, that's gotta be a hard pill to swallow.
I'm not gonna touch.
Expectations, as we all know, within the family can be very tough. And I know you've alluded to this a few times
Yeah.
today. And I feel for you. I really do. Like, in my heart, I just want to give you a huge hug, because I have a dad who has whether he knows he's putting them on me or not, there's unrealistic expectations. The name on the back of my jersey, we share.
But yeah, his dad, what was his dad's name? Kyle Long. What the fuck was Kyle Long's dad's name? Was it like Jake? No, not Jake Long. Jake Long's like a cartoon, isn't it? Fuck, I don't know.
The number I chose to wear,
Chris?
the same that he wore.
Kyle Long. Kyle Long played for the fucking Patriots, right? Like, I'm thinking of the right guy. Defensive end, played for the Patriots. Dude, what the fuck? I'm fucking up here. My mom probably knows this. I don't.
Profession, the same. I will never be my dad because he was a world beater in his field. But I also, in the journey striving for his acceptance, I found myself proud of who I am. And that is being a man.
Yeah.
And being your own man.
That was deep. I love it. All right, guys. I really, honestly don't care to hear what any of these 4 people have to say, so I'm just going to end the video now. I hope I made this entertaining. This video was actually, like, fucking terrible and boring to watch, so, you know, leave me a like if I made you laugh, because it was really hard when you give me such terrible source material like this. Jubilee, do better. Like, why are you at... Do you discuss skincare with other men? Like, dude, what? Do better. Hey, guys, have a great, fantastic day. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day for everybody. Don't drink and drive. Call an Uber. And, hey, everyone, have a fantastic day.